let me show you just in case.
La vedi che si vede?
It will be connected to mine, and then I have to change that, and I also text, we text each other during it, so it will just be easier.
Allora, avessi collegato, non so, questo qua. Là non lo possiamo mettere perché non ci arriva. Punto 1. Quindi o rimane qua o si mette di qua. Poi se c'hanno audio non sentono niente. Quindi è loro che collegano loro. No, no.
No, nel senso perché questo qua deve essere collegato da lì e controllato da lì, non c'è modo,
No,
senza audio,
no.
senza niente.
No, perché noi abbiamo la sala predisposta col PC che viene fatto tutto da qua, quindi uno si alza, se ne viene qua e fa la sua presentazione. Siccome sono in diretta, siccome ho visto che hanno la diretta pure, che li ho fatto collegare, se mi spostate computer e cose, cioè alla fine, cioè la diretta che mandate? Allora si fa prima, se loro no, si fa prima collegare i file qua sopra e hanno audio, se sul file hanno l'audio, sul PowerPoint, allora lo mandi. Là se hanno l'audio, che mandi?
No, allora l'audio penso che non c'è niente.
No, no, dico se c'è qualche filmato, qualche PowerPoint, visto che c'hanno Cioè non senti niente, cioè chi segue, magari tu dici che ti faccio vedere l'audio, per sentire l'audio e poi non sente niente. Quindi se i file li mettono tutti qua, noi colleghiamo qua.
L'unica alternativa è scaricare tipo le
Sì,
presentazioni.
è l'unica, ma lo sa, mi meraviglio che la prof non è arrivata ancora,
No,
perché è una persona proprio precisa.
No, vabbè, ma quindi allora, serve quindi scaricare.
Tutti i file qua sopra. No, la presentazione si alza, chi deve presentare e va avanti e indietro.
No, devo aprire il file.
Sì, lo possiamo aprire anche il remoto da sopra. Lo possiamo aprire anche il remoto da sopra, il file di qua. Noi a chi deve presentare, però ci vuole la scaletta.
Ah, ok, non la scaletta
Hai
ce
capito?
l'abbiamo.
Con la scaletta, magari uno di loro lo faccio collegare il remoto da là.
Questa può essere l'unica soluzione.
Hai
perché
capito?
sennò è problematico.
Allora gli manda, fa tutto quanto da là e non evitiamo. Hai capito? Evitiamo tutto sto casino.
È più facile poi per loro, dai.
Allora, collegare tutto qua.
Ok, adesso glielo dico perché devono. Sì, no, questo gliel'ho detto prima.
Vediamo qua. Mandiamo qualcosa.
Arrivo e avviso chi di dovere su questa cosa.
No, siccome non ci sono stato.
No,
E quindi no, ho trovato tutto spostato, tutto fatto.
No,
Vediamo.
sotto non hanno toccato niente.
No, intendevo su.
Ah, ti gli stavo
Vediamo
saltando
se-
già addosso prima, quindi ero abbastanza sicuro, capisci?
No. Allora io mando. Irio, la locandina la stai mandando tu da sopra? Ok, che ti sguiccio il PC nostro. Manda il 5 per vedere se lo vedi. Ok. Manda la locandina, ma. Irio, ti colleghi il remoto su questo. Collegassero qua la pennetta qua si inserisce tutta. Esatto, vedi come ha messo lei.
Se ci trovate sì, per favore.
Se c'è, se non perché non lo so dove l'hanno messo.
caricando.
Please sit down, take your seats as close to the stage as possible. We will start very soon. Thank you. As close as possible. Delegates, please take your seats, and then everybody else right behind them. We need to fill in this first block of chairs.
Here, there's a spot here. Yeah. The pen drive. Saverio. Saverio is bringing you the pen drive. Don't worry. We'll see. Poi dici di fare qualcosa di diverso. Però mi sembra molto strano. Ma in ogni caso c'è un cavo quando vediamo l'uscita. No, ma così bisogna fare. No, ormai si scarica. Saverio io pigliare. Cioè, se noi io pigliare cosa? Se noi compriamo una già diciamo al tizio di montarlo. Però vorrei usarli per le presentazioni boh. Non lo so. Ormai vediamo come va così, se va bene così a tutti. Sì, se no dico una soluzione alternativa. Non c'era questo. Questo è rimasto, non c'è così. Ma scusa, quello è il nostro ce l'ha ieri non c'è. Questo poi lo vedremo.
Shauke Duinsta, please come near the stage. Thank you. Shauke Duinsta is asked to approach the stage. Okay, thank you, Lucian. Thank you, everyone, for being silent. And sorry for the delay. We've had some technical difficulties, but we are ready now to start. Please take your seats. And thank you for filling in the first block of seats. Okay, then, let's start. I open agenda point 1, official opening of the council meeting. Okay, it's working, good. Well, here I am again, if you were there last night at the opening. I will again be kind of short. But to grab the opportunity that we're here in Italy, I have this one quote that you're all probably familiar with. Anni, amori e bicchieri di vino non si contano mai. Years, lovers, and glasses of wine, these things must not be counted. You probably heard this on social media, from a film, or somewhere. I say I have to really love this quote, especially here in the south of Italy. You will probably taste some beautiful Italian wine, and you will probably remember, and we hope that you will remember this week for many years to come, and that love stays deep in your heart. We hope also that this council meeting stays in your very nice and happy memory, that you will not compare it to others, because every council meeting is unique. As comparison is the thief of joy. Don't compare the council meetings, don't compare the events. Remember each one of them uniquely. Can I get a raise of hands who is the first time at the council meeting? Oh boy. No, Fran. Well, those of you who just raised your hand, you can experience one unforgettable week, one tiring week, but also one very exciting week. We have a lot of things to discuss this week, many proposals, many nice presentations, many new people to welcome and new local groups to welcome. And we have the new generation of leaders to elect as well, the next board of Esteem. The spring council meeting is the one where we ensure for the future, where we look towards the years to come and make some new decisions that will impact the generations to come after us, not directly us. And there is a saying that I would like to wrap this up with, and that is that society grows great when old people plant trees in the shade of which they know they will never sit in. That is the case of this week and all of the decisions that we will make. But we will also have an opportunity to enjoy our lovely day in Tropea. So be brave, be excited, and welcome to the 70th and the first council meeting in Calabria. To wrap it up, we will have a separate presentation, yeah, you probably know me. I'm the president, and over here next to me are 5 beautiful people who've give a lot for this week, and they will be very tired, but they will greatly value your hugs and support. Thank you to everyone for you all to coming, and now let's get ready for the second agenda point for, I hope you know all the lyrics to. Guys, let's get up. I close agenda point 1 and I open agenda point 2, the Esteem song. Ooh, we see ourselves. Nice. Thank you, everyone. I close agenda point. Whoa. Thank you for the kind surprise. I close agenda point 2, the Esteem song, and I open up agenda point 3, quorum of the council and enlistment of the votes by proxy. And I give the word to Lucia.
Good morning, everyone. First of all, welcome again. Now we will do the quorum, and for those of you who maybe not know, when I call your local group, you can sing us a song, LG song or any song you want, and let's try to do the first day the best as possible. So, local group Aachen. Local group Ankara Bilkent. Local group Ankara Metu. Local group Auvergne will be proxied by local group Belgrade. Local group Aveiro. Local group Barcelona will be proxied by local group Groningen. Local group Belgrade. We are from Belgrade. We are from Belgrade. No time for Susan, 'cause we are from Belgrade. Rock and roll. Local group Belgrade, do you have 2 sets of voting sheets since you're proxying? We just have one for the... Okay, voting committee, can you please just give them another pair? Thank you. soon to be voting committee. Local group Berlin. Local group Braunschweig.
We said fucking, you said Braunschweig fucking! Braunschweig! Fucking! Braunschweig! Fucking, fucking! Hannover!
Local group Bremen. Local group Brussels. Local group Bucharest. Local group Budapest. Now, local group Calabria. Local group Cartagena. Local group Coimbra will be proxied by local group Seville. Local group Darmstadt. Darmstadt, da-da-da-da-da, Darmstadt, da-da-da-da-da, Darmstadt, Darmstadt. Local group Delft will be proxied by local group Eindhoven. Local group Dortmund will be proxied by local group Paderborn. Local group Dresden.
Licht am Fahrrad, Dynamo!
Local group Eindhoven. Local group Famagusta. Local group Gdansk. Local group Gothenburg. Local group Graz. Local group Grenoble will be proxied by local group Lyon. Local group Groningen. Local group Hamburg. I don't want to be a buzzkill, but please no alcohol in the GA room, okay? Thank you. Local group Helsinki. Local group Ilmenau. Soon to be voting, please voting sheets at local group Ilmenau. Okay, nice. Local group Istanbul Boğaziçi. Local group Istanbul ITU. Local group Istanbul Yıldız. Istanbul Yıldız, can I just ask you, are you the delegates? Oh, okay. Okay, good. Hello. Okay, local group İzmir DU. Local group İzmir Economy. Local group Kaiserslautern.
K-Town. K-Town. K-Town.
Local group Karlsruhe. Local group Karlstad.
Under 10 bärs är en fika. Kan vi inte relatera är vi inte lika. Vi drar på efterfest. LG Karlstad.
Local group Krakow. Local group Kiev. Local group Lappeenranta. Local group Liège. Local group Linköping. Local group Lisbon. Okay. Local group Lula will be proxied by local group Stockholm. Local group Lund. Aha. Okay. Local group Lula. Okay. Okay, thank you for your efficiency. Local group Lund will be proxied by local group Stockholm. Local group Lyon. Local group Madrid will be proxied by local group Cartagena. Local group Milan excuses themselves. Local group Minho. Local group Minsk excuses themselves. Local group Moscow. Local group Moscow. Local group Munich.
Good morning, everyone. For CMCD, we wrote a new song for a local group, but it has come to our attention that not all of you know it very well, so we're going to make it a little lesson. First, Munich people will sing the first part, and then I need all of you to then repeat it. And if you're really weak with lyrics, I also just send you to the casual chat. München, München. Yes.
Local group Novi Sad. Local group Niche. Yes. Yes. Matea, do you have voting sheets? Okay. Okay, while we're moving, delegate from local group Lisbon, your seat is there. There's a little Lisbon paper. Nice. Okay, local group Niche. Local group Olu. Local group Padabon. Do you have 2 sets of voting sheets? Good. Local group Piraeus. Opa! Opa! Local group Porto. Local group St. Petersburg. Local group Seville. Local group Ziegen. Local group Skopje. Local group Sofia. Local group Stockholm. Do you have 2 sets of voting sheets? Yes, good. Local group Tallinn. Local group Tampere. Local group Targu Mureș. Local group Trondheim. Local group Vaasa. Local group Vienna.
Vienna calling, you say, oh. Vienna calling. Oh. Vienna calling.
Oh.
Thank you.
Local group Warsaw. Local group Xanthi. Local group Zagreb. Yeah, no.
Thank you for your efficiency.
One more time for local group Moscow. No? Okay. Now we will continue with observer local groups. Local group Lausanne excuses themselves. And now we will continue with guest local groups. Local group Baku. Now, for the first time ever, local group Casino. Local group Sarajevo. Now, also for the first time ever, local group Sibiu. Thank you. Now I proceed with externals. AEG. VWI.
We say VWI, you say Blauwini. VWI! Blauwini! VWI! Blauwini! VWI! Blauwini!
And before closing this off, one more time, local group Moscow. Okay, thank you. No, okay, I forgot about someone very important. I call also the leadership generation Esteemers.
Thank you, Lucia. With this, with this, I close agenda point 3, quorum of the council and enlistment of the votes by proxy. And I open up agenda point 4, navigating the council meeting.
So I asked the 7 regional coordinators to join us up here for their not so short presentation.
Okay. So before we start, good morning, everybody. We are the RCs, the regional coordinators, but how are you guys feeling today? Are you excited for the week? So I will take this time now to just ask about things that I'm interested in. So who is in the 2 further hotels? Like, hands up. Okay, and who are in the close ones? Okay, nice, okay. Yeah? Okay.
Okay. We got a request for an energizer, so guys, stand up. That's Rob's energizer. I'm sorry, we prepared something else. Yes. We are going to do the haka. For those who have never done it before or don't know the concept, we are going to do first and then you are going to repeat after us, okay?
Okay, guys, now we are ready with our presentation. So everybody sit down, keep your eyes open and your mouths closed. Okay, so as I said, we are the regional coordinators. My name is Veronica. I'm responsible for the Nordics, so I'm the Nordic regional coordinator.
Hi everyone. I'm Andrea. I'm responsible for the Balkan region. Oppa!
I'm Sjouke. I'm responsible for a little group of misfits that are called the Northwest region.
I'm Jelko. I'm the regional coordinator of the Northeast region, or better known as the Potatoes.
I'm Ale, the Southeast Regional Coordinator, and where the CMs are best.
Hello, I'm Esther. I'm the Alpine Regional Coordinator.
Hello, I'm Emir, current Mediterranean Regional Coordinator, and I'm responsible for Hattis.
Okay, and before we go a bit deeper into our presentation, what is a regional coordinator? Hopefully everybody here at least knows one regional coordinator, so their own. But what a regional coordinator does is basically they are responsible for one region and the local groups in that region, and they try to help in any way that the local group feels like they need help and tries to support them in any way possible, basically. But let's go. Which one is this?
Okay, so we will start with Esteem structure. We will go by a little bit. Can you? No. Lovely.
Wait.
Sit there. So, Esteem structure, next. As you can see, Esteem is divided in more parts. First part, we have the board with each position, president, vice president of administration, finance, activities, education, and public relationship. After that, we have, yes. This is not even funny. Okay. I will try. No. Let's start. After that, we have committees and task groups. The regional coordinators, we presented them, and after that, we have others like council meetings, time final, Esteem magazine, financial controllers, Esteem podcast. Lovely. So, here we have the 4 departments of Esteem: Academic Development Department, where we have Lean Six Sigma Vision, Data Vision course, Circle Economy course. We have Career Development Department, where we have BX for X Days, Times, and Business Booster. Also, IDD, Intercultural Development Department, where we have Activity Week, Europe 3D, Local Group Exchange, and Language Program. And also Personal Development Department, where we have Brain Trainer and Summer Academy. So this is the focus of delivering events for the development of Esteemers, serve the LGs, not the board directly. Their leaders are elected by the council.
Okay.
So, yeah, what is a council meeting, which we are currently here right now? It is the most important and strategic event of Esteem, and it's held twice during the year, and we are at the spring council meeting. And what is the purpose of the General Assembly is to vote, is to develop ourselves, is to report what is going on within the network, and to spread Esteem spirit all around. So you can see what will happen during this council meeting. We have GA night activities, proposal slots, and city tours. So what is actually happening in GAs are basically 4 main parts, which are General Assemblies, proposal slots, training sessions and working groups, and Esteem Fair. So what is General Assembly? It is the most important part of the council meetings because we are, like as a board, leaders and actives, we are reporting what we have been doing during the whole year, and updates, presentations, board applications and FC applications and service leadership applications, punishment at the end of the day, and the direction of the network. So for the proposal slot, every council meeting board proposes changes, and the proposal slot offers more discussion time for us as Esteemers. And please be aware on what you're voting for. So please focus on the presentations, focus on the proposal so that you can understand what are you voting for. So for working groups and training sessions, both are towards your development, but we separate them. Training sessions are mostly towards your self-development to train your soft skills. And for working groups, it's mostly towards Esteem's overall development. Yeah, and Esteem fairs, we've seen that we have a lot of new people in this council meetings. So especially for newbies, please use Esteem fair wisely, because when you go there, there will be a lot of entity leaders who will present their entities to you. So it's a great opportunity for you to know what is Central Esteem and how to take part in Central Esteem.
So let's continue with the GA overview. So let's start who sits where. As you could see that when we did the quorum, the delegates stood up and they sang their song, and you could see that they were sitting in the front rows. Before the delegates, probably those who are sitting behind them, you don't really see, but the first row is kept for those who are going to deliver presentations, and it's for them. You can also see the stage where the board sits, and as you can see, some positions are not filled, like there are 3 empty spots that going to be filled, I think, quite soon. Yes. Thank you. Oh, whoa. Back. Yes. And like one thing that I forgot, that the actives and the leaders are sitting in the back. So please, I don't know what I wanted to say. Ask questions for them. Hello. Values for the council meeting. As I think some of us has already mentioned, that be curious, don't be afraid asking questions. During GA, we will discuss how to ask questions during GA, and also in the breaks, feel free to approach the 7 of us, and also the leaders who are, as I mentioned, sitting in the back. And through the Esteem fair, when the leaders and entities, central entities, presenting themselves, you can also approach them and ask what they are doing and how you can join them. Also respect each other. So when someone talks, doing a presentation, please stay quiet, pay attention, and try not to disturb. And also when we are leaving the room and whatever, try not to leave trash here, because like, who would like to enter the room when it's filled with trash?
Sorry for interrupting. Speaking of that exactly, we have some sleepers in the back. I would ask to wake them up. This is just related to this topic. We would appreciate there no be sleeping in the GA room during the GA. Thank you.
Last but not least, just enjoy this whole experience. As you can see, there are many students from all over Europe. Try to talk with as many people as possible, if you like to do that. Enjoy the night activities, which are going to be fun, I'm 100% sure. Yeah, let's go. And resource of information. Who has ever heard about Ilium? Who? Nice. I saw more hands than I expected. It's good. It's a good surprise. So on Ilium, then I'm not going to go deeply in that. You can find the reports, you can find the regulations, you can find the proposals, and we are going to talk more in depth about them during the whole event. So just make sure that you are prepared to take part in this kind of discussions later. We have Google Chat. I hope some of you could already download it to the phone because it's much easier than always opening it from the browser. Could you open Google Chat? Okay. Did you join the announcement channel, casual chat, and the Q&A? Also, we can move on. Thank you. Yes.
By the way, if you haven't checked yet on Ilium, every proposal and vote of intention that will be proposed during the council meeting is on Ilium. If you haven't checked yet, you can check it out when you're available.
Yeah, and for the hands that were not like, okay, so here's how to enter Google Chat. I think, but maybe we can go back just one more, like for let them see it, okay? And the moment is gone. Thank you.
Yes, but basically the point is download it on your phone and put on the notifications. You need to check this application during this event because a lot of important information is coming through there. So if you have not done it yet, I repeat, download Google Chat, put on the notifications. Okay, a question? Yes, okay. WhatsApp is for announcements outside of General Assembly. So basically, about the buses, about the hotels, about the night activities, but everything that happens in the General Assembly, questions about that, about presentations, everything else, it happens in Google Chats, okay? So the most important part of the council meeting is the General Assembly, and everything regarding the General Assembly happens in Google Chats. Nice. Any more questions? No. Yes? Yes. So in the, I think it's called General Assembly, GA 70 group. For every agenda point, there will be posted a tab. You go under that tab and reply in there and ask your questions. So basically, in the thread, exactly. So you ask your question in the thread. It will be clear to you when you open Google Chats. And if it's not, you can come to us and we will help you. But let's go to the role of the delegate. So everybody in the front rows and also everybody in the back rows, but especially everybody in the front rows, I want your eyes now on the screen or on me and not on your phones. Yes? Yes, the GA is for the questions. So in the GA, there's the, like every point is posted, and in the threads is the questions. Okay? But everybody, eyes on the screen or on me. Okay, let's go. The role of the delegate. So what is the delegate? The delegate is the person who is representing their local group. That is why you're in the front. You guys are the most important people here. You are the voices of your local groups. You are responsible for voting for your local group, but that does not mean that you only represent your voice, you represent everybody from your local group. So if there's people here or people in your LG who are interested, try to take them into consideration when you are voting. So talk with people before voting and maybe don't do the decision just on your own. Yes. So some rules maybe for everybody, but especially for delegates. Be on time. I cannot stress it enough. If you are not on time in the morning and you miss the quorum, so the part where we sing who's here, you will miss your chance to vote during that day. So I repeat, if you are not on time, you will not vote. And that means that the reason why you're here basically goes out the window because you're here to represent your local group and you're not here to vote if you're not on time. So if you take one thing from this presentation, it's be on time. Okay. Then also pay attention and get involved. It's not only enough to vote, you also need to know what you're voting for. So please try to pay attention, try to ask questions. If you don't understand, ask either in the GA room or from the regional coordinators, any of the leaders. We will be here to help you. Yes, as I said, present your local group's opinion, not only your own. So if there's people who want to be involved in the voting process, please take them into consideration and talk with your local group. Yeah. Gather information and vote on time. So not everything is presented only in the GA room. A lot of the information and the questions and the answers are in the Google chats, for example, or, well, in the Google chats, basically. So please gather the information there. Please read the Ilium posts. Make sure that you understand everything so you will be able to vote the correct way in your guys' opinion. Yes, and please vote on time. Most of the votings will be closed votings, so you will do them on your phone. There's a voting delegate for each local group, but some of the votings are open, and we will vote here with the papers that you guys have. But about the closed votings, please do them on time. They will be closed at a certain period, and there's no reopening them. So, yeah. Yes, get to know the other delegates and the esteemers, try to have fun also, and it's a very, very good event to get to know people, to network, to find likewise people. Yes, get ready for the quorum, so basically the part where we sing together to make sure that you guys are here. You can sing the same song or you can sing different songs, but I saw very good songs here already today, and I'm very excited for it tomorrow.
If your local group's delegate don't present during the quorum, your local group will lose the voting rights at that day. Please pay attention to this.
Yes. And then try to participate in all of the activities, the working groups, the training sessions, Esteem fairs, the parties, and have the full Esteem local council meeting experience. I know it can be a very tough week, it can be very tiring, but we're kind of all in this together, and that makes it fun. And as a person who has been to a few CMs, I know that it's possible to be involved everywhere and have fun and still be on time. So I'm expecting that of you also, because I'm planning to do that. Okay, let's go. Role of the extra place. So everybody pay attention, but especially people in the back, also the leaders. But what is the role of an extra place? Let's go. So an extra place is somebody who does not have an official role, but is still an official participant. There were a lot of applicants for extra place this time, and only a few people were selected. So please take advantage of the opportunity that you are given, so you are here and you are participating in everything. Even if you're not a delegate, it does not mean that you can be, for example, late. It does not mean that you cannot participate or be aware of what's happening. There is still a requirement and an expectation for you to be here and to be aware of what's happening. Yes, so let's recap. Also for extra places, be on time, please. Let's be respectful and be on time. Pay attention and get involved. Gather information, discuss the GA topics with your delegates. So for extra places, I would say they fall into maybe two categories. Ones are some people who are very new to Esteem, are here to learn and want to know more. And then there's also extra places who are very experienced Esteemers and who already know a lot, maybe even more than the delegates. If this is you, it is your job to know that your delegates also know what's going on. It's your job to explain to the less experienced people of what's going on, and to basically help everybody understand what's going on and share your opinions. So please be an active part of the council meeting. Yeah, over 100 applicants, maybe a bit, yes. So please don't take it for granted. Yes, and also extra places, you guys don't have any specific places to sit, but as was said, please don't sit all the way in the back. It's a big room. Let's try to sit like as close to each other. So if you see empty rows before you, I would ask you to come a bit down. Yeah. Okay, So guidelines for everybody. Be on time, pay attention, stay awake. Yeah. No drinks and no stickers in the GA room, okay? I repeat, no stickers, no drinks. Let's be respectful of the room that we're in, of the university that we're in. We don't want to make this place messy. We don't want to ruin it with stickers that maybe we cannot take off at all. Stickers are fun, but let's have them somewhere else than in the GA room. Okay. If you must speak, try to do it quietly. If you don't understand, you can ask people like next to you. But even whispering, we can hear a lot. If there's 100 people whispering, we can hear it. So if you must speak, if you must check something, try to do it very, very quietly, or on your phone, maybe ask. And what most importantly, act appropriately. So, for example, don't go on stage without a reason if you don't have to. Please don't go behind the board table. They have a lot of important stuff open there, and it's not for everybody. So don't go there if you don't have any reason. And for example, don't put your feet up on the chairs and otherwise act inappropriately. Okay. Any questions on this part? Nope. Okay, let's continue then. Mine? Okay. Yes. Let's recap one more time. If your delegates are not present during the quorum, your local group loses its voting rights. Hopefully this is now clear to everybody. Yes? For the day. Yes, for that day. Okay. Time for an energizer. And again, get up.
So in Sevilla, it was pretty popular and we all liked it. So let's go for another one.
All right, guys. So maybe it's good that we still do this while I still have a bit of a voice. Amazing. So it's very, very easy. I just say something and you repeat after me. Fair enough? And you also, I don't know, imitate. Hey, ho, here we go.
Hey, ho, here we go.
I'm gonna go back to my job.
I'm gonna go back to my job.
With a pizza in my hand.
With a pizza in my hand.
I'm gonna be a pizza man.
I'm gonna be a pizza man.
Pizza man.
Pizza man.
Pizza man.
Pizza man.
I'm gonna be a pizza man.
I'm gonna be a pizza man.
Hey, ho, really ho.
Hey, ho, really ho.
I'm gonna go back to my job.
I'm gonna go back to my job.
With a basketball in my hand.
With a basketball in my hand.
I'm gonna be Michael Jordan.
I'm gonna be Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
Pizza man.
Pizza man.
Pizza man.
Pizza man.
I'm gonna be a pizza man.
I'm gonna be a pizza man.
Hey, ho, really ho.
Hey, ho, really ho.
I'm gonna go back to my job.
I'm gonna go back to my job.
With the nunchucks in my hand.
With the nunchucks in my hand.
I'm gonna be Jackie Chan.
I'm gonna be a Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan.
Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
Pizza man.
Pizza man.
Pizza man.
Pizza man.
I'm gonna be a pizza man.
I'm gonna be a pizza man.
Hey, ho, really ho.
Hey, ho, really ho.
I'm gonna go back to my job.
I'm gonna go back to my job.
With the microphone in my hand.
With the microphone in my hand.
I'm gonna be a presenter.
I'm gonna be a presenter.
Presenter.
Presenter.
Jackie Chan. Michael Jordan. Pizza man.
Pizza man.
Pizza man.
Pizza man.
I'm gonna be a pizza man.
I'm gonna be a pizza man.
More? Okay. Hey, ho, really ho.
Hey, ho, really ho.
I'm gonna go back to my job.
I'm gonna go back to my job.
With the spirit in my heart.
With the spirit in my heart.
I'm gonna be an esteemer.
I'm gonna be an esteemer.
An esteemer.
An esteemer.
Presenter.
Presenter.
Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan.
Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
Pizza man.
Pizza man.
Pizza man.
Pizza man.
Pizza man.
Pizza man.
Pizza man.
Okay. Nice. Thank you, Rob. Okay. Okay. Who feels energized? Put your hand up. Nice. Okay, the ones who aren't, you didn't do it well enough, okay? Next time, be more energized. Okay, let's continue. Avoid. No. Okay, so we talked about questions really quickly. Yeah. Okay, we talked about questions really quickly, how to ask them on Google Chats, but what if you have a question or another type of comment during GA? How do you ask that? So, we have these things called finger rules in Esteem, and they apply in General Assembly. If we have a question time and you want to ask a question, you have a new question, new topic, you lift your hand up, you stand up, first of all, you lift your hand up and you put one finger up, okay? This means I have a new topic question. If somebody has asked a new topic question and you have something related to that, you want to continue the conversation, you stand up, you put your hand up, and you put two fingers up, okay? Yes? Then, if there is something maybe wrong in the GA, for example, you cannot hear, it's too hot, something like that, you stand up and you put three fingers up. This means it's a technical. Basically, the more fingers you have up, the more you are prioritized with like answering the question. So if it's a 3, that means that it's a technical question. For example, you cannot hear. We need to resolve that right now. So 3 fingers, technical question. 2 fingers, you want to answer something that's already talked about. 1 finger, a totally new topic. Okay? Clear this far? Okay. If not, then you would do a clarification. So you stand up, you put your hand up, and then you do a C, a clarification. For example, if you did not understand what's going on, or you did not hear, for example, you can say, oh, clarification, did you mean this and this and this? Okay? But a very important thing, before you ask your question, there will be, you will be like given a time to ask your question. So you stand up, you don't start speaking immediately, you wait your turn that will be given from the stage, and then you ask your question. Okay? Does somebody want to add something?
I have only one thing, that even though the word was given that now you can ask a question, wait for the microphone. This is going to be important later.
Yes, go ahead.
And if you ask a question, you say your name and your LG, right?
Yes. Let's go to that now then. Okay. So, now you know how to ask a question, but what do you do before you ask the question? So, you are up, you have your finger up. Okay. You have your finger up, and now is your time to speak. What do you do now? You get the microphone, and then you say your name and your local group, and then your question. I will give an example. Then it's, okay, you delegate from there, you can speak. I get the microphone, and then I say, Veronica Hurri, LG Lappeenranta. My question is regarding blah, blah, blah, blah, blah. Okay? Yes? Then also, if you have something to add to the conversation that's not really that serious, you can do a bullshit. It goes like this. But it's not really that prioritized in General Assembly, and don't feel bad if you don't get to speak, because the real questions are taken first. But if you have something funny to add, you can go like this. And then if we have time for something to lighten the mood, then you will be able to speak. Okay. Yes. Any questions about the questions? I hope that I see a lot of delegates asking questions this GA. I know that it can be kind of scary, but the first time you do it, then it becomes less scary after that. I also went over that scary barrier during my first delegate CM, and it felt good. So try to ask a question. If you don't understand, please ask it. But if you still feel like you don't want to, please ask us afterwards. Oh, bullshit. Go ahead. Yes, I repeat. If you didn't get up, you can share it in the group chat. Okay, any other questions before we continue? No. Okay. Perfect. Let's go. Okay, no worries. I will continue with you guys. Okay, so we have some rules that are not only applicable in GA, they are applicable everywhere during the council meeting and in every Esteem event, basically. So, 5-meter rule. You can maybe guess from the picture, but it means that if there's somebody in 5 meters of you that does not understand your native language, please speak English. So it's easy to jump into the conversation to understand what's going on. It's not nice to be like the only person in the proximity who doesn't know what's going on because you don't understand the language. So let's try to speak as much English as possible, basically. Okay, then flags and name tags. Hopefully everybody has their name tag already, and some of you have flags also. In Esteem, there is like a game, maybe that you can call it, that if you lose your name tag and somebody finds it, you will get a punishment. So if you find somebody's name tag, you can take a picture of it and send it into the group chat, and then at the end of the event, you will get like a fun punishment altogether. But about this, there's no stealing name tags, so please don't yank it off anybody's neck. Please don't take it with force, but if it's laying somewhere, you can take it then. And then, when you have taken a picture, please try to find the person and give it back to them, because there's a lot of important information on the name tag. There's, for example, some important phone numbers, there's the agenda, stuff like that. So please try to give it back and don't hold it to yourself. Okay, that's about the name tags.
Send the photo to Hannes via Google Chats and they will be punished.
Yes. Then about flags. Basically, same thing, same rules. If you find it somewhere lying, you can take it, hold it, take a picture with it. Somebody will get a punishment. But it's not as important to give it back straight away. But please try to remember that if you have somebody's property, it's your responsibility to take care of it. So if you find another LG's flag, it's your responsibility to take care of it and not lose it. Okay? So if you don't feel like you can do that, you can give it back to them. Yeah. Then I have one more point. Yes, a question. If a local group didn't bring a flag, then you don't have a flag. Then it's just a bit of a sad thing. If you feel like it's a worthy punishment, you can go talk with Hannes about it, and maybe he will give you a punishment. But then one more thing. If you find a name tag, it's a punishment for yourself. If you find a flag, it's a punishment for the whole local group. If you find a regional flag, it's a punishment for the whole region. I guess if you find an Esteem flag, it's a punishment for everybody. But for the board, excuse me. A clarification in the back.
Erik Nauwerk, LG Gothenburg. It sounds really harsh to be punished. What is a punishment?
No worries. Okay, I will explain about the punishments. But no need to worry about the punishments, actually. They are fun and they're not done alone, so don't be afraid of it. At the end of the event, we will have something all together who are punished to do something fun together. It's not anything that you need to go do on your own, but it's something that you do fun as a group. But if you still feel like it's not comfortable for you, of course you don't have to do it at the end of the day. You know your limits, but it's not really anything to be scared of. It's just a very funny thing. But let's go to punishments. So, hopefully we are all here in the front, so you can see our faces and you can get familiar with our faces. We are here to help with everything, but on top of that, we will also be keeping an eye on you, everybody. So we will be maybe walking around a bit. We will making sure that all of you are paying attention. So you will be keeping your eyes open and you will be looking at the board or the presenter or the slides. But if we do find you sleeping, we will maybe wake you up, look at you angrily, but we will make sure that you are staying awake with us. So we're all in this together, and that's why we will be like walking around. So if you see us walking around and looking at you, maybe take it as a sign to be more aware of the situation. But yes, again, we will do the punishments. If you want to make sure that somebody's punished for their bad behavior, you can take a picture of it, then send it to Hannes on Google Chats, and Hannes will make sure that we have everybody who needs to be punished, and they will be. Okay? Any questions regarding this? Okay, so just to recap, if I look at you bad, then it means to wake up more. A question in the back.
Hi, I'm Radu from local group CBU. The question is, if I find the badge, can I propose a punishment?
You can, but okay, sorry. We don't have the time to do like punishments like not together, so not on this event, but in other events probably yes. But if you have a very, very good idea that's could be done in a larger scale, maybe go tell Hannes about that, and maybe we will have that as the punishment. Okay, any other questions? Now is a good time to ask. Okay, no questions. Let's continue. Okay.
Thank you, Veronica. We have learned how we should start a question during the GA, but we are going to be a little bit into it. If you can, Esther. Yes. So you're right, as Veronica has explained before, there are a lot, but you just need to know that there is going to be motions, blind voting as well, and amendments, and of course questions, as we said, that can be asked during the GA, or if not, later on in Google Chats. But, thank you. As Veronica said, that's how you do it. You first introduce yourself, and then your local groups. People are gonna be taking minutes, so it's easy for them, and easier for the rest later on to know who asked who, what. So, 4 concrete points. Please be simple in what you are asking, direct. Please speak slowly for everyone to understand what you are saying. And of course, one question, ask one thing per question. Don't overextend yourself, one by one. So, we have made a little bit rubric. It's easy to understand. You need to think about 2 questions before ask something. First of all, does everyone needs to listen to that? And the second one, what you are saying is gonna add value to everyone. Think about that. So if the answer is, can you go a little bit before? If your answer is yes to both of them, please ask it. Don't worry about it. Stand up and raise your finger to ask a question. But if we don't need to listen to it, you can ask personally to the person who are raising the motion or the proposal via Google Chats, as we have listened to that before. But if we need to listen to it and it doesn't add value, don't ask that. Simple. And lastly, if both answers are no, don't do it. You can ask your LG members, or maybe like the person around you, and maybe they will clarify it, but it's not necessary for all of us to understand your question. And
I see some sleepy faces. Please pay attention. This is important for the whole week. Thank you.
We
Sorry,
have put, thank you, Micha. We have put a QR code here. You can scan it, where all the materials that we're gonna use during the CM, and maybe can help you guys with navigating through the CM.
So everybody take your phones out now and scan the QR code. We will give you 10 seconds.
10 seconds. 5, still see phones. That can't be the case. I mean, I know the material library is interesting, but that's why we do. There's a break for that. You can browse through the whole thing. You can be entertained during the break. But you can also be entertained now by us again, because we're going to continue with motions. Was it? Okay, fair enough. All right, so, yes. What is a motion? So, as we have discussed previously, very quickly, a motion is, you are allowed to raise a motion on a topic basically because it's a general assembly, it's a democratic body. That's kind of the whole point why we are here. Yeah, so basically, if you do, please think about it beforehand. Don't come up with anything, or maybe do if you want a bullshit motion, but ask some experienced people how you do that. Motions are not just bullshit. Motions are mostly important. They really allow you, if there is something that you think is missing to the discussion, that you think would add, that this would be good for the network, it's your moment to make an impact on that, basically. Yeah, so, and how to raise it. If I am not mistaken, the best practice would be to contact the chairperson. Contact the chairperson, who will be elected soon, and is probably sitting somewhere here right now. But yeah, basically contact him, because raising a motion will take a bit of time, and it will disrupt the flow of the GA. And while we definitely want to make the time for anything that you think is important, it is at the same time necessary to keep the flow of the whole event good, because the schedule is quite tight. So yeah. Then, oh yeah, so basically on your name tag you see this nice little image display of the agenda point, of basically the agenda for the week, with when the General Assembly is, proposal slots are, etc., etc. But the agenda points are a lot longer than that. There's 5 days of General Assembly, so what I will do, I will really quickly tell you one thing that really characterizes the day and that you should really keep in mind afterwards, because there's a few interesting days ahead. So, firstly, today, the first thing that we have got, basically, you can see a lot of agenda points. Basically, there will be everything covering a lot of stuff from Esteem, especially for people who are here for their first event. This is really the time where you can watch and kind of get taken along and not really feel like at the end of the week, like, oh, I don't know what's going on, because really there's everything there, and it's made very understandable, because even some experienced people here, maybe talking about myself, don't know everything, sadly. So we all need it, so you're definitely not the exception for not knowing everything. And yeah, basically, keep it. I hope today is your freshest day, so that would be the best for that. Yeah, day 2, tomorrow, is maybe the more interesting day in terms of the content. Basically, a lot of the proposals that the board, because the board proposed a lot this time around. Good job on them. Yeah, basically there will be a lot of things discussed, and this is really the stuff that will be voted upon, so it's very important, as we mentioned, delegates, but also extra places who can share their opinion with their local group delegates. But yeah, basically a lot of this stuff will be discussed, and it can change the network quite severely if implemented. But that's why you are here. You are here to decide, is that what we want? And that's why it's important for you to be there and to listen to the presenters that know the most about the subject, but are at the end of the day there to convince you to make your decision. Yeah, then on the Thursday? I'm sorry, I'm bad at weeks. So on the Thursday, very important. So we start the day, actually, that's not necessarily on here. Oh yeah, it's the agenda point 41, proposal slots and training sessions. Very important. Basically, that's where there will be more time to go into individual proposals that are being suggested. You have all filled in where you want to go. Please go there. Please pay attention. Please share the knowledge that you get there with your local group to make sure that you will make the right vote at the end of the day. It's a little bit changed on here, but basically the most important thing that I want you to remember about day 3 is that night is going to be a voting session, and you're really going to need to pay attention for that, because the voting session will take place after the General Assembly has ended on that day. I'm just looking to see that I'm still correct. And the problem with that is that the General Assembly will have ended, we will be going to dinner, but after that the International Night will start. For those that have not heard the International Night before, just talk. We won't include it in the presentation, but ask someone and they'll tell you how much fun it is. But the problem with that is, of course, the most important voting session of the week takes place just before the most fun night of the week. And the voting closes just before the International Night starts. So, or as the International Night's on the agenda, like on the minute it starts, it closes. So basically, for that, it is really important that you don't get lost in your plannings for international night and you get lost in your mind. Basically, really make sure that you sit together with your local group during dinner, discuss everything that you've seen up to that point, and make it and vote, because there will be a lot of things to vote on. And lastly, as we've all talked about with the regional coordinators, we will also send a reminder for you about this, but please also contact us when, like send us a message when you, in person, like to your respective regional coordinator when you have voted, because we really want to know that no one misses it and no one, like I said, gets lost in the hype for the international night. Then, day 4, well, the Tropea Day, but actually, more importantly for those that have been here before, the applications day for the board and everything else. The services, I kind of forgot it was also the services. Oops. No, services project, like basically that's the day where all the applications for the positions will take place. If you have done your due diligence and checked out the council meeting website before, you will have already read a couple of them, but the real stuff happens on stage here. When the applications are done by the presenters, they present their stuff and you get to ask questions to them in real time. The problem with this is we will start the GA 30 minutes earlier that day because of the Tropea trip. The organizers have told us that really on that day in the morning, take all your stuff with you, because as the General Assembly will end around 13:30, I think, then we will go directly to Tropea with the bus. Yeah, so take your stuff with you, but secondly also, take care and make sure that you bring enough sunscreen, water, everything. Because we're going to Tropea, I've heard that it is, I'm gonna look at some organizers, it's a 2-hour bus trip, correct? To Tropea? Yeah.
Yes.
So, 2-hour bus trip to Tropea, 2-hour bus trip back from Tropea. In the meantime, there will be, when we are in Tropea, it will be beautiful, it will be the beach, sunshine, probably some drinks enjoyed by everyone. Some drinks. Ale, some drinks. The problem with that is that, of course, it's a long day. It's going to be sunny, dehydration, whatever. So really, and we're also going to be starting earlier. It's going to be an intense day with the applications. So take care of yourself. Make sure you get enough rest for that day, and make sure that you bring everything you need to survive that day. And don't get lost in just the excitement that we will have in Tropea. And then the last day. Yeah, on the last day, basically, I have the least interesting stuff to say. We will basically, once again, have question time for the board applicants, and we will go over some general end of council meeting topics that are there. And we will also then, of course, have the final voting session for the applicants that we have all had. Yeah, basically, the last day will be characterized by you getting a bit more time to ask your questions and really coming to a final decision on what will we vote for all the applications. And yeah, somewhere at the end, CM photo, Esteem song, everything important. Yeah.
Well, then we get to the next topic. We're going to have a lot of votings. We've already heard this. So one thing that we're going to vote upon is, go to the next slide, please, is a topical strategy. So basically in Esteem we have a vision where we want Esteem to be in a few years, in like 20 years for example, and this will be broken down into 3 years because like in Esteem every year we have a new leadership generation, we have new bodies, and we have like the same goals over multiple years. So we have a topical strategy, so we work towards a common and like cohesive goal, and this is then also broken down into like smaller tasks that will be done then individually and can be tackled by each body and each of their generations. Then next thing, we have the LG memberships. We have a few stages. Yeah, should be designed more pretty, but well, you start when you become a member in the first stage. This guest membership. We have already heard some of them today at the Quorum. Then you can like already see what we're doing here, what Esteem is all about. Then you can come to the second stage, the observer stage. There you already can fulfill the requirements. I'm going to talk about this in a second. And then the last stage, of course, is the full membership. So this is basically almost all of you. Yeah, we are full members as NLG. Full member, yeah.
Yes, so a bit of a background why Oh, the slide was not updated, and Warsaw is not getting excluded or anything. But just to give like why we are explaining this is that you know like what type of things will be presented. So there will be presented some new topical strategies and changes to topical strategies. Those were those. Then we have some local groups, like votings about those, and this is why we explained like that. So this is to give a bit more like a background to why we are voting on stuff and like how is it working.
Yes. Then we get to the membership requirements. Those are the things that we ask each local group to fulfill to be a full member and to contribute to the network. So those 5 things are that you have at least 5 travelers. So you have multiple members that are from your LG traveling to other events. You show that you have enough people to then participate in Esteem, that you attend at least 1 event outside of the council meeting, and then you should also organize 1 event in your local group in a 1-year time period. So like if you look back to the second last council meeting, after this you should have organized 1 event. So we have like a full portfolio of events like each of us can go to and each of us can like enjoy the events. Then you should have at least 1 representative at each second council meeting. So you're here, you can contribute to the decisions that we're taking here. You can take voting, and yes. And then you should also respond to all the emails that are sent out. They're not that many, but sometimes Lucia is sending out an email where there's going to be like a title, like action required, and then you will have to like fill the form, answer the email, whatever is written in that email. So yeah, very important. Watch out for those emails. And then if you don't fulfill any of those requirements, you will get a warning. If you will get a warning, you will have already gotten an email about the warning that you will get. And yeah, if you have like multiple years or multiple council meetings where you don't fulfill those requirements, this will mean you are basically saving up multiple warnings, which then might result in a proposal for exclusion.
Not each one of you will get this email. Your local responsible will see it, just for clarification.
You say don't fulfill any of them. Thomas de Vouwen, local group Eindhoven. It says if you don't fulfill any of the requirements, but you have to fulfill other requirements, right? Yes, you have to fulfill all of them. If you don't fulfill a single one, you will get a warning. Yeah. If you don't fulfill 2 or 3, this will still be result in 1 warning. Clear? Sorry about that, but I did not make the slide. But yeah, ignore this part. Warsaw does not have warnings right now. They're doing good. Then some general tips on how to survive the council meeting. First up, like we traveled here from like a long distance. We traveled here to enjoy the full event, so let's like take part in all the things that are offered here. Some parts are mandatory. We ask you to be here in this GA. That's the main part. So yeah, there's no question asked. Be here in the GA for the parties. Like of course, join them. They're fun. You should be there. But yeah, enjoy them responsibly. Maybe don't stay there until like 7 a.m. Yeah, we are still here to be like awake and pay attention to the presenters. Then ask questions. Being active, contributing to the network is important. So if you have questions, you're probably not the only one who asked this question. So just ask them. This will make the discussion much more interesting for you because you can hear the things that you actually want to hear about. And we make sure that we have the right knowledge about making the decisions that we're going to vote upon. Then we have the, yeah, you should know the agenda beforehand. We have shown you the agenda. And well, you have also the agenda printed on your name tag. So yeah, just know what's coming up next. There's also going to be the announcements in the channels. We have also heard about this already. And of course, there's a bunch of lovely people here. So get to know each other. There's like no other event where you can get so many, get to know so many Esteemers at one place. So yeah, take this chance. Yeah, and please also don't just stay with like your local group members. You have chances of meeting them basically at home in your local group, but take this chance to get to know others. Yeah. Then general will like be nice, but we have we want to have like an inclusive environment here. We want to have a safe space for everybody, and for this is important to not offend anybody. To basically keep in mind that we have maybe different opinions. That we don't want to be like disrespectful towards people because of their religion, because of their nationality, because of their ethnic or genders. So, yeah, I think that's general rule. You should know this. You should also like follow this advice outside of here, but like especially also here. Then just a yes is a yes. Consent is important. So, yes. Yes, it's just the right word that you have to watch out for there. Then if you don't feel comfortable in any like situation, just communicate that to the people around you so they know that you don't want this right now, so they can act upon this and don't put you in any like difficult situation. Yeah, then just like watch out for the people around you. If you feel that somebody else is maybe like not feeling comfortable in that position, just support them, just like watch out for them and like take them out of the situation or step in. Just like support them in this situation. And then if you have any like, if you know of harassment, just like report it. We're gonna have like harassment people, like they're gonna be responsible to taking this into account and like, yeah, well. And last general rule, no level of like alcohol makes any like violations of this acceptable. So even if you drink, watch out for any of those.
One thing that I did want to add as well, like on the bottom right one, in the materials library that you also very nicely scanned, there's also a link to a like a reporting form, if I call that correctly. Basically, it's there for if at some point, we all say this and hopefully this is common understanding at this point, but if at some point these instances still occur and moments still happen and there is like a form that is in the materials library, if at some point you feel like these rules mentioned here on the screen that are very basic and very simple were not respected to you in some instance, way, moment, please fill that in. And yeah, as Jelko said, we have safety contact persons. The board is very engaged with it. So there is definitely, there should be no barrier for you. If you feel like this was a problem, then speak up. There is every reason to and every opportunity to with that.
The people who is going to be responsible of this has a bracelet on their arms. You can see Justin there with that. So if you feel that you need to talk to anyone, approach those people that are for there, even though if we are not there, they are helping us as well to us. So don't feel panicking and just speak.
So, as for questions, one more. If you at any point have them during the week, then what we have hopefully mentioned enough already, but basically the idea is come to anyone, but if you don't know anyone in particular, come to us. I think we are the 7 people that like to yap the most out of Esteem. That's why we chose to do this position. So any question, anything will make us very happy. It makes us we are very happy to help anyone that's interested and help them on their way. But for now, as any questions throughout the week, come to us. But for now, we come to you. Are there any questions left? Yeah.
Hello, Atte Nummila from LXX Vaasa. I wanted to ask the organizers about the water bottle rule. Is it allowed to have like vitamin water or ionized water or something like that, or only clear water bottles?
Oh, is it possible to have like drink?
Is it allowed to bring those kinds of water into the GA room? That's the question.
Which kind of well,
The question is if you can drink, for example, vitamin water or sparkling water, or is it just plain water?
the second. So
Okay, answer is just plain water.
didn't expect this question because I was outside. Yeah.
Any other questions? Yes? Question over there? Where's the mic? The mic is coming. Stand up, please.
Okay, I'm Carlos, local group Cartagena. I was going to ask as well if you just said plain water, but if we're going to go to the night activities and then come to the CN, to the GAs, which are quite early, can we bring also like energy drinks or stuff for like to keep us awake?
Organizers? I can repeat the question. Can you bring energy drinks because people will be tired after night activities? I think was the question.
I mean, if they are in a plastic bottle, yes, but all the cans or something like that, no.
So you can drink it from a plastic bottle. Yes. Okay, a question over here. A technical, maybe, or two?
Yeah, hello. I'm Nemanja from LG Niche. The technical question is about voting because I'm unable to log on to the Google texting platform. Will I be able to from other days after it's finished? Because you talked about not being able to vote if you are not voting one day or two. Since I have one more delegate who I think is able to join the Google, can we do it today together and the rest of the days separate when we resolve the issue?
Okay, so for your issue, please send an email to help.it@esteem.org, and for the time being, we will transfer voting delegate to Matea. Okay?
Thank you.
And just to
Hi, Radu, local group Sibiu. It's more like a curiosity. How are you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys elected.
can you ask again? Like
How are you chosen to be regional?
So the process is that the board, the elected board, is sending out an open call in the beginning of, like before the mandate starts. And since we are working closely with the board, we send a motivational letter, and then they appoint us to be responsible for the specific region that we are from. And this is how we end up here.
Okay.
So like we have like 2 applications, one in council meeting, one in June open calls. Except committee leaders, we count as committee leaders as well as regional coordinators. They will be elected in the council meeting, but for committee leaders, they will be elected in June by the board, yeah.
Okay.
A good rule of thumb, if they are like very closely working with the board selects them, and if they're maybe not as much closely working with the board, they are selected by the council.
Okay, thank you.
Questions? Yes? Perfect.
Hi, Matt Tombeau from LG Liège. If I have a class doing one of the decisions that I have to skip, is it okay for one of my extra players to take my place?
Sorry, can you repeat it?
I have to skip one of the sessions because I have a online class mandatory. Is it okay for one of the extra players to take my place?
If I understood correctly, if you have to skip being a delegate for one day, can somebody switch with you for one day?
Yes.
Okay, I think Lucia answered that.
Are you the voting delegate, Matt?
No, no.
Ah, yes, okay. Yeah.
Yes, a question?
Hi, Eloya from LG La Ferranda. This is kind of like a technical question. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to do anything about it, but it's really warm in here. Like, is there any possibility to get the AC going a bit higher or like set the temperature a bit lower? Because I feel like I'm going to have a heat stroke if I'm going to be here the entire day.
Perfect example of a technical question. There's a bullshit, apparently. Mikey studied climate control in a previous life, I guess.
Mikey Geerman, LXX Eindhoven, you're complaining about the heat, but why do you go to sauna so fucking often?
Yes, but for the technical question, any organizers here to answer about the warmth of the room? Please. A clarification first and then
hi
the
guys,
answer.
I'm Veronica Dani from LG Budapest, and the organizer just sent some information about that in the group chat. They said like they turn on the AC on mid-June or something, so it's not possible to turn on if I'm not mistaken, right?
So regarding the AC, it's like a law, okay, from Italian ministerial that they cannot open. It's centralized, okay. So in every room in the University of Calabria right now, and every university of Italy actually right now, they don't have AC because it's like a ministerial law, okay, not to open any kind of AC before the 15th of June. So we are now trying to see if this is possible in this university to have all the things centralized and all the things open also for this room, but now we're still having we still have to wait for their response, but we're working on it. For now, we just opened the window. I don't know if it could help, but yeah, maybe for the next days, it we maybe suggest to have some lighter weather, lighter clothes, lighter something like that. But for now, we're working on it. Yeah.
Yes, thank you. But until that, a pro tip is to use your name tag to fan yourself like this. If you're a delegate, you can also use your voting pallets. Oh, two?
Hi, Henry from LG Tallinn. Maybe as an idea for the organizers to get some just fans in the corners of the room just to get some air flowing, because if the doors are open and everybody's here, there's no air flowing and then it's gonna get hot.
Yeah, that is true. Airflow. Okay, any more questions? Maybe last questions before we continue? Okay, well, if there's no more questions, this is it for our presentation. Again, we are here to help you. If there's any questions, you can come to any of us. It doesn't matter if we're your region's coordinator, but we are here to help all of you. So anything you guys need, we are here to help. And thank you on our side.
Thank you, regional coordinators. With this, I close the agenda point for navigating the council meeting. And we get to our first elections and applications. I open up agenda point 5, election of the chairperson of the General Assembly. Now, what is a chairperson? The regional coordinators already mentioned a little bit. But we here on the stage, we need support, and we also need someone who is unbiased in order to facilitate the discussion. And for that position, the board would like to nominate Giuseppe Perone.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. My name is Giuseppe Perrone from local group Calabria, and the board wanted someone unbiased to help us facilitate the General Assembly for this council meeting. And they thought of me, and it seems I was quite close to the council meeting, so I thought, why not? Something about me: I am a trainer in Esteem. I've been for 8 years a trainer in Esteem. In a past life, I was Lozia, meaning I was the vice president of administration for the COVID year. Fun times. As a job, I'm also a facilitator, and I was close by in Calabria, so it all seems to fit. I was there in Calabria when we could only, dream of a council meeting. For us, council meeting was the scariest thing ever. We just didn't have the manpower, we didn't have the money, we didn't have the location. We still didn't have the location. We pulled a magic trick for that to happen. So my generation didn't manage to have it, but this one did. So I thought at least I want to be part of it somehow, and I thought this is the best way that I can help them. As a chairperson, this requires some knowledge of council meetings, so some experience. Have you been to some council meetings? So I know that before you raised your hand if it was your first council meeting, so I want to do a very quick other experiment. So again, raise your hand if this is your council meeting number 1. Hell yeah. Okay, lower it. Raise your hand if this is your council meeting number 2. Okay. Raise your hand, this is your council meeting number 3. Okay, the hands are waning. Number 4? Nice. Okay, number 5. Hell yeah. Number 6? Okay, very few hands now. Hell yeah. Number 7? 8? 9? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We got it. So because of that, I thought it would be relatively easy. We'll see. We have a week to find out. So if you'll allow me for this council meeting, it will be an honor and a privilege to be your chairperson. And I suppose that's all for me, and now we have some time for questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Giuseppe. Yes, we have some time for questions. Delegate from Gdańsk.
Marek Psyta, LG Gdańsk. I was just curious because you mentioned that you're an unbiased candidate. Could you elaborate?
Yeah, so what you need as a chairperson is someone that knows the inner working of council meeting, knows how the board works, what happens behind this table. So it has to be usually someone that is part of a board, that has been part of a board, but also you don't want someone that has been part of a recent board, because they may be already too interested in what is going on, they may have their ideas about what's going on, and I don't care. So you people decide. I'm only here to help you ask questions, get your answers, have their answers, stuff of this kind. I don't have an interest in what is, I have an interest in Esteem, but my time of making decision is over. So unbiased means I don't care. It's your time, mine is gone, I'll just help you get where you have to be. Any other questions?
We have one over there in the back.
Thank you. Indira Basmas from Aljan Kermeti. Have you been a chairperson before? Did you have previous experience?
I have been a chairperson before in my 10th council meeting, which was CM Belgrade. It was practice for this one.
Okay, if we don't have any more questions, I will then ask, do we have any other applicants for the position of the chairperson of the General Assembly? Okay. Okay, in that case, we will continue with the voting on Giuseppe Perrone as the chairperson of the 70th council meeting. Please take your voting sheets and raise your green voting sheet if you're in one on my sign. If you're in favor of Giuseppe Perrone, We have a technical clarification.
Hi, Adrian from Karlsruhe. Clarification for the delegates, please only raise up one sheet at a time, because people, like photographers, need to take pictures of the voting results. Maybe that's wrong, correct me. But from past years, usually it was only raise up one sheet and not multiple.
Yes, you can of course raise multiple sheets if you have a proxy. So then you can raise multiple sheets, but of course just like one, for each vote you raise one sheet because you don't hold other sheets in the back or something because that's confusing. Is that what you meant? Thank you very much.
Yes, only raise one sheet when you're voting. Now green in favor, red against, and yellow abstain. Please vote now.
Okay, smile for the picture.
Okay, thank you. We have a unanimous decision. Giuseppe Perrone is our chairperson.
Thank you. And with that, I close agenda point 5, election of the chairperson of the GA. And I open agenda point number 6, the election of the secretaries of the General Assembly. And I call to the stage Cleopatra and Duro.
No, it's fine. Okay. Hi everybody, I'm Cleopatra from LG Târgu Mureș. It's my fourth CM and I thought that I'd use this time to help the board as much as I can. That's why I want to be a secretary.
Hello guys, can you hear me? Yeah, okay. I'm Duru from LG Istanbul Boğaziçi. I was the local responsible and our secretary of mod organization 2 days ago. But yes, I think it was my time to help the board with the CM as well. So yeah.
Okay, and now I will ask our secretaries to be, possibly, to sit down for a moment, and I will open agenda point number 7, election of the voting committee of the General Assembly, and I call to the stage Eren and Ruja.
Now I think it's good. Hello guys, this is Eren from LG Istanbul Boğaziçi, and I'm here for the being the voting committee of the council meeting.
Hello guys, I'm Ria from LG Izmir Economy, and also I'm here for the voting committee, and I'm really excited to be in here for those people and help you, help the board. Yeah, I'm really excited.
If you're done with the presentation, then I will call back to the stage Cleopatra and Duru. Eren and Ruja stay with us. And now we have a couple of minutes for questions to all of the applicants. Is there a question in the back? Yes, on the left.
Emir Mutelci, Istanbul Yıldız. I think it's a tradition now. So for voting committee, can you please count from 10 to 1 very quickly?
In which language?
French.
All right.
Okay, let's make it in English so it makes.
Should I go? Let's count together. Okay, from 10 to 1. Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Any other questions? Sometimes I don't know if you're asking a question or just if you're very tall. So I'm trying to be attentive of that. Yes? Question in the center.
Hello, Adrian from Karlsruhe and Adrian from Italiana Hotel, just like the two applicants for the secretary position. Do you think you will have the energy and the concentration to be here every day and ready to write everything down, considering we have officially like 4.5 hours of sleep?
Yes.
I think it was a great answer.
Anyone else? Any other questions? No? Oh, we have a bullshit. Yeah, we have. You have 1 minute 30 for that. I mean, it's your question. Can you? That sounds like a no. All right, so I suppose there are no more questions. And 3, and 2, and 1. Okay, very well. Then now we go for the voting. Please take a seat in the meanwhile. I will open the voting first for the secretaries. We vote them together. Yes. Yep. So we will vote for them together as a couple. So raise your green sheets if you would allow Cleo and Duru to be our secretaries for this council meeting, or red if you don't want to, or yellow if you need guidance in your life. Raise your sheets in 3, 2, 1, go. All right. Thank you very much. I see some people need guidance, but for all the others, we have Cleopatra and Duru will accompany us for the rest of the council meeting. Okay, now we vote instead for the voting committee, a bit of an inception here. So same thing, green if you want them to be with us, Eren and Ruya, red if you do not want, and yellow again if you need guidance in your life once more, please do. Raise your sheets in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, it seems more people needed guidance in their life. Other than that, Eren and Ruya will also accompany us for the rest of the council meeting. Thank you very much. And now I close agenda point number 6, election of the secretaries of the General Assembly. And I close agenda point number 7, election of the voting committee of the General Assembly. And I open agenda point number 8, introduction to the General Assembly. And I call to the stage myself. Yeah, okay. So I know you have already had a presentation about how GA works. I just wanted to go a bit more in depth about how the General Assembly, the inner workings are with it, and how do you work with me, and together we get through this. Don't worry, we'll survive. So this is a quick guide on how the General Assembly works and how can you ruin it. And a huge thank to the CIA. You will see why later during the presentation. So as you have seen already, I will skim quickly through those because you have seen most of it in the previous presentation. This is where the decision happened. Please try not to be sleeping during the council meeting in general, during the GA at least. Then you can sleep at the hotel. That's the place for that. Your rights have already been declared to you, so we'll skip that part as well. Who's here? We have the council, which is you, the board, the secretaries, and then there is this guy for now. We will see who will end the council meeting, but I'm starting it as a chairman. So I will be the facilitator. I open and close agenda point. I use the mallet, and I really want us to get to the parties in time. So if you see me closing the time for question, it's not because I'm angry at you and I hate your very being. It's because we don't have time. So please try to be mindful of that. I'm not stopping the time because I don't like to hear your voice. Is that because I don't have the time? How to raise a question, you had it in the presentation as well, so I don't want to repeat it. If anyone has some clarification that wants to be done on that, raise your hand at any point. Now, how to sabotage the GA. I went to the CIA website and they had a guide on how to sabotage organization. This was an old file from the 50s and now it's no more secret, so I took some pieces out of it. So very good way to sabotage the General Assembly are change your mind very often and explain it all the time. Insist that everything has to go through channel and we have to seek approval, never permit shortcuts, don't let us be lean. Then we have taken a decision, doesn't matter, ask again, let's reconsider once more and lose some more time on it. Those are all great ways to ruin the General Assembly. So more suggestions, get stuck to words. So, oh, this is not how it's supposed to be said, etc., etc. Bring up irrelevant issues very often and make speeches about a very personal view of things. So, in case you want to ruin the GA, send me a message and those are the instructions. Everything clear regarding that? Yes? Very good. Now, one last thing I really care about is the fact that you're here to take decisions for your local groups. That means please discuss as much as you want, ask as many questions as you want when time allows, but when it's time for voting, so during the voting time, do not go around try to convince people of your idea. That's not how it's supposed to work. Today we had one local group that wasn't here in the morning, so if there are any votings during the day, they're not allowed to vote. So if you're not here during the quorum, you have no right to vote. So please try to have your delegates here. Regarding alcohol, you've had already some suggestions. We are up to bring you back to the hostel on our back. We just would rather not. So if you can manage it yourself, that would be great. And yeah, don't tell the board they look tired. They know. Thank you very much. Okay, and with that being said, are there any questions? Clarifications in the back.
Ekin Köse from LXX. So guys, you can steal name tags and flags, you know, and you can steal his gavel too, and he can get a punishment too. So watch out the gavel, maybe we can give him a punishment. But he is trained, so it's gonna be a really hard task to do.
Yeah, so you can steal the gavel. You have to be sneaky about that. I'll try to pay attention, but in case you manage, then I don't think I can say it on stream, but you got it. Yep. Great. Any other questions? Any other questions? And 3, and 2, and 1. Then I close agenda point number 8, introduction to the General Assembly. And I open agenda point number 9, agenda point changes. And I call to the stage Milutin.
Okay, me again. Hello. Now, what is this about? Can I turn this a little bit? Yes, I can. Perfect. Okay. Now, what does this mean? Firstly, a little bit of background. The internal regulations of Esteem say in the Article 3.2 that at least 28 days before the opening of the council meeting, the agenda of the General Assembly shall be sent to the members or to the local groups. I did send that out 4 weeks ago. However, 4 weeks is quite a long time. And things happen in the meantime, both logistically with organizing the council meeting and and about the content of the agenda itself. So this agenda point is added in order to prepare in cases those changes have to happen. And we do have some, although not a lot. Now, here's what we propose as a motion to change. It was mentioned already that there would be another voting session. Originally, we had 2 voting sessions planned, but we would like to add another one for the first voting session to be tomorrow during lunch, and the second voting session to be on Thursday in the evening during dinner, and then the final third voting session on Saturday during lunch. This is because we have a lot of proposals, which means you have to vote on a lot of things individually, so to make it a little bit more spread out, we propose to have another voting session. And here is, in technical words, how that looks like. And the numbers of agenda points changed. And one more difference that we would like to propose, because we are tight on time on Friday in order to go to Tropea. The proposal is to move the elections for project leaders from Friday, GA Day 4, to GA Day 3 in the afternoon on Thursday. And yes, that's it. Just now to show you the differences in the old and new GA agenda. First day is the same. Second day we have, you can see on the right, the voting session 1 added. Voting session 2 and applications for projects on day 3. Voting results for the voting session 3 next morning, because we vote during dinner. And on the last day, voting session 3. Voting session 2 renamed voting session 3. And quickly difference in the CM agenda. You can see the difference between in voting sessions. And very quickly, what happens if the motion is accepted? The voting session is added and the project applications are moved. And if the motion is not accepted, then the voting session is not added. We have a lot more to vote in individual voting sessions. Project applications are not moved, and we are then running out of time to go to Tropea. Thank you.
Now we have some time for questions. Are there any? You must have been very clear. All right, then. Oh, there is a question. Delegate in the front.
I'm not really sure. I tried to check the website for the CM. Are there changes on the website for each day? Or like the changes? I don't think they were, so could they be added?
Can you say name and local group first?
LXX from LG Lappeenranta.
Thank you. Lucia says she has an answer.
Yeah, we will add it after the voting to the website.
Thank you.
The agenda itself, like the photo is added, but in the points not yet, because I didn't want to add it before approved.
Yeah, I
But
was
they
just
will
making sure that they're gonna be added.
Yes, of
Yeah,
course,
okay.
of course.
Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any other questions?
Alex Savesovic, LG Belgrade. Just a question, because you put it on the presentation that this is a motion of order. Could you explain to the council what a motion of order is?
Yeah, motion of order is just that we reorder the discussion, so that we first discuss projects on Thursday instead of on Friday, or to add more discussion time to something, or remove discussion time from something.
And there will be a voting for you to accept those changes. So that's why it's a motion, it gets voted. Anyone else? Any other questions? Seems no. Okay, then we proceed with the open voting, accepting or not accepting the changes. So it's again, raise your green sheets for yes, red for no, and yellow if you... Oh, technical. Here from the center, can you pass me him the microphone?
Jonathan Püttmann, LG Kaiserslautern. We are missing somehow some voting sheets here.
You're missing voting sheets?
Yeah, they got lost somehow.
Can someone help them with the voting sheets? Do we have more? Which ones are you missing?
All three.
All three?
Yeah.
Okay, that was a cool magic trick. Oh, here they are.
Thank you very much.
Okay. So now I call the voting committee on the stage. Please join us.
So, okay, guys, if you are willing to accept the motion that Micha has just presented to change the agenda points, further adjust the agenda points, raise your green sheets. If you are refusing to accept it, raise your red sheets, and if you want to stay abstain, please raise your yellow sheets. So, yes, the motion is accepted.
Thank you very much, voting committee. Thank you very much, Milutin. Thank you for the microphone back. So now I close agenda point number 9, agenda point changes. And I open agenda point number 10, Esteem framework, and I call to the stage Robert.
Lovely. Hello, hello. Yeah, perfect. Thank you very much. Hello again. So, the Esteem framework. We just had an explanation of some parts of this presentation before. However, maybe I can check a bit if you paid attention and also detail out some parts a little bit. Oh, can I also get the pointer? I'm sorry, I forgot to get it. Sorry for the logistics. Thank you very much, Micha. Perfect. Great. So yeah, the Esteem framework. I have a first question to you. What does Esteem mean? Like, what does Esteem stands for? No, like who knows what Esteem stands? No, only so few. Okay, let's say together. Oh, I don't know what animation. Yeah. So let's say together. So we are the European Students of Industrial Engineering and Management. Amazing. So yeah, you should know that if you're here. Apart from that, we have a mission and vision. I will not elaborate too much on it, but the basic is to connect and support IEM students all over Europe. And yeah, bringing together, help them, support them. You can read yourself. But what do we actually do? I think none of this is news for you, but maybe still the exact data is actually quite impressive. We have 79 local groups at this moment. It might change during this CM. In any way, we do say that we have over 10,000 students involved and over 150 events a year. So this is quite a huge network. The opportunities you have here are, yeah, very grand. So I want to tell you, this is something amazing. Take the chance. Further on, yeah. Oh, what is this slides? Anyway, we have our values, which I'll try to present very quickly. First off, embracing diversity. As you see, we are a multicultural organization all across Europe, and I think that's something very beautiful, that's something very important. So it uses council meeting to meet each other, talk to each other, try to maybe discover, hey, what's the best places to go to in wherever you come from? Hey, how is it like in your home village? Talk to each other. This is what we are here for. This is the best place where you can just, I don't know, talk to some random people from some random Romanian town, from Finnish town. I don't know. You pick and you discover. Maybe you'll have a great next location to visit and get some your new friends. And participate. In general, we try to encourage participation. We allow people to speak here. We allow people to get involved on the European level, on the local level. We want it to be a network where everybody can stand up and say, hey, I would like to organize this, and I would like to contribute. And yeah, I think that is something that is also very beautiful. Talking about engaging yourself, we also aim high. That's always what we say. It basically means that you're like not fearing, or at least taking the chance, even if you think that the challenge might be a bit hard, that event might be a bit difficult to organize, that position might be a bit, much responsibility. But we still try to take the chance. All of us have done that with the board, I think, and all of our leaders have done that with theirs. And look how they turned out. I think mostly good. Apart from that, striving for development. So in those positions and in those learnings and those challengings, we're developing ourselves. So that is also a great opportunity and something that is very important as an Esteemer. Carrying on, Esteem structure. You already had a little bit about that. However, I will try to get a little bit more in detail about it. So yeah, you have, of course, our board. We have our board presentation right after my presentation in here, so I'll not go too much about this topic. However, we're kind of working full-time in the year to support Esteem, to work together with the leaders, to work together with the groups, and to kind of coordinate the whole associations. And the local groups, which are organized into regions. I think this was already also explained. I will not go any further on that. I will get a bit more into our departments. So as you see, we have many, many events in Esteem, and a big part of those are service events, which are organized according to those 4 like kind of topic or general focuses, which is starting with the academic development department. I need to click too much. With Lean Six Sigma Vision, Circular Economy course, and the data visualization. Which, basically different academic topics. I think, who of you has seen like a Lean Six Sigma course? Polling? Not that many, okay, a few. But just, that's very good opportunities to develop yourself academically. We also have very good opportunities to develop yourself career-wise, with BX for X Days, the Times tournament that is very long-standing and the biggest IEM tournament in the Europe. And and Esteem Hunt, which I actually didn't forget to include in this presentation because it's new this year, or we finally managed to do something out of it, and I'm very happy about it. ICAT, or IDG, the Intercultural Development Department, my little baby, with Activity Curiosity and Language Program and LXX. Is the more like cultural side, some people might say the more fun side, but still very much like engaging people and still a lot that you can learn. I think a lot of you might have even got introduced into Esteem through one of those events. And following on, PDD, the Personal Development Department, where you can more develop yourself, like personally, how to develop yourself, be more self-reflecting, get forward in your life goals, talk with others, like there's very fascinating events. And great opportunities as well. So different sides, more professional, more development-oriented, more culture-oriented. That is our events, which is the backbone and, in my opinion, the main USP of Esteem. So take those, travel. Most of you probably are, but especially if this is your first event, take the chance, go on the portal, apply. Further on, we have a lot of committees and a lot of projects, tasks, etc. So those is the core committees, and that's basically, no need to read everything, that's all the entities that are supporting the board. So if it's, for example, the analysis committee for the data, all the stuff that is on the portal to get it on Tableau, make it visible for us so we can present and know where we might still need work done or not. Public relations committee, which I of course work out with a lot, and which does our social media, etc., etc. ITC, which is the backbone when every time we call, when there's something, when the SSO login is not working. Yes, all of those committees are extremely important, and again, thank you very much to all our leaders supporting those. Following on, we also have projects, which are basically, task groups for now, which is the local group support system, and the position, and another thing is the position of financial controller. You'll see more about that this week. Apart from that, we have the project. Council meeting is actually a project because they get voted upon at CM. You might have a vote again at the end of this week. And what you'll definitely have a vote on is on magazine and podcast and the Times final, which is both like either positions or an event that also gets done yearly. Carrying on. Want to become active? Either talk to the entity leader or talk to HRC. Or if you want to start something, again, that's what it should be, come to us, talk to us, we're here for that. Still on, I actually want to say, come back to the beginning question of this whole presentation, is what is Esteem? Because of course I can get like a lot of data, but at the end, what is Esteem? It's you. We can say like, yes, sure, we have a lot of committees and we have a lot of events that are already happening, and if you want to get engaged in those, amazing, do it. However, at the end, we are a flexible network. We are a dynamic network that only exists because of our members and can only thrive through our members. So at the end, Esteem is also, of course, this fucking framework, but it's not only that, it's also like, it's you, it's the whole council, it's all the people that are organizing local events. So yes, don't always think of us as maybe being the main thing, it's actually you, and yeah, it's what you make it. So try to do the best out of it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Robert. We will have questions about this presentation in a bit. First, we'll see another presentation, and I open agenda point 11, the Esteem board with a presentation, and I call the whole board of Esteem to the stage.
Time out, time out. While we're waiting, maybe people are whistling, but it's supposed to be the Harry Potter theme.
But
Maybe, do you know the Harry Potter theme? Because it doesn't sound like it. So maybe in the next break you can watch it on YouTube, and then in the next time we will have actually better whistling.
What really matters when you whistle is that the fact that you go all together, you're not in different point in the song, you know, like.
How about an energizer?
I guess we can also do an energizer quickly, as it's common. I'm personally a very big fan of Baby Shark, which I also know Novi Sad is a real fan of. But I have two very active Instagram users on my board, and they really like the Italian brain rot. So they sent me a link to a Baby Shark version that's a bit different. And I would invite Adrian to join me leading it. Okay. So it's obviously Talalero Talala. Anyway, so you're all familiar with Baby Shark. I would like you all to stand up. First we have the baby, then we have the mama, then we have daddy. We don't have La Polizia, talala.
La Polizia.
But I see you're all very engaged. So I will put the microphone somewhere away. Okay. So we start with baby. So baby.
No, è bellissimo, no, lo fai bene, questo. Se ride perché lo fai bene.
Yes, yes, yes. Wait. Okay.
In the meanwhile, if you want to practice the whistling, let's try to go all together. We start at the same time. So. Perfection. I'm very proud of you all.
Konstantina, don't touch it for a second.
For anyone who's wondering, Konstantin is in the room in the back watching over us.
Yes.
You were doing so good before. What happened?
No.
No one told you life was gonna be this way. Your job's a joke, you broke, your love life's the old way. It's like you're always stuck in second gear. When it hasn't been your day, a week, a month, or even your year. But I'll be there for you when the rain starts to pour. I'll be there for you like I've been there before. I'll be there for you 'cause you're there for me too.
Thank you. You can find the video on our Instagram if you're interested. Yes, the tag will be at the end of the presentation. But hello everyone and welcome to this presentation about the Esteem board. But who are we? Well, these 6 lovely people work throughout the year. We will present ourselves individually, but before that, what are we as a team? As a board, we are legally the main administering body of Esteem. We manage and develop Esteem as a network on a European level, and we are their legal representatives and ensure compliance. A board of Esteem consists of 6 vice presidents covering the 6 areas of responsibility: education, public relation, administration, finance, activities, and coordination of the board itself. But we may be 6 people, but we also one board that together work on board goals, strategies, safety in Esteem, make decisions, and represent Esteem overall towards you, the council, and outside externally. Also individually, we are board responsibles. We are responsible of individual entities that Robert presented to you in the previous presentation, and we are board responsibles to 45 lovely leaders sitting over there in the back. Can we hear some from you, Esteemers? You can do better. Okay. Maybe later, yeah. But okay, that's a little bit about us as a team. We work throughout the year on many things, but here individually about us. So, hello everyone, I am Ilutin, known as Mitja from local group Belgrade. You will hear that name being called often. I am 25 years old, studying operations management, and I am the former Europe 3D leader. Little bit of fun fact about me is that I organized the handover board meeting at my hometown. Yeah. Legally, I'm responsible of the members, so the local groups of the General Assembly itself, communication with the alumni, and of the board itself, coordination of the board work. I am board responsible of the members of the entities you can see on the right: members committee, local group support system, social and environmental responsibility committee, from recently human resources committee, Club 100, Southwest region. Hey! And yeah, that's a little bit about me. Now, next lovely person next to me is...
Hello, everyone. My name is Lucia. I'm the current Vice President of Administration of the 35th Board of Esteem. I'm 22 years old. I'm a student from Zagreb. I study mechanical engineering with a specialization in IEM. I'm the current president of local group Zagreb. And that's kind of a fun fact. It's really not that good. It's really not that good. But I was also previously the Balkan Regional Coordinator. Now, when it comes to my responsibilities, I'm responsible officially for the 6 things you see here, which is Esteem's IT infrastructure, the archive, the organization of council meetings, legal requirements towards the General Assembly and the Dutch law, for minutes of the council meeting, for administering internal communication, and I did not forget anything, yes. But I'm also responsible for some entities, meaning central teams, from which we have the Information Technology Committee, we have the Knowledge Management Committee, Financial and Legal Committee, that I share with Adrian, the website task group, member sphere, which includes the collaboration between the 7 regional coordinators you saw, members committee leader and local group support system task group leader. And of course, I'm responsible for the region where the beer is best and many other things, so for Northwest. So yeah, thanks.
So, who am I? Wait. Oh, here. Okay, good. So, who am I? I'm Adrian. I'm the current Vice President of Finance. I'm 22 years old. I was a former local responsible of Brussels, a former financial controller for the 35th board. Fifth, not fifth. Yeah, my fun fact is that I love money, obviously, otherwise I wouldn't be here. And also, for what am I responsible of? I'm responsible of fundraising, so basically gathering money for Esteem, central accounting and bookkeeping, very fun. Collecting membership fees, but do not be scared, not this year. Financial issues towards the General Assembly and the Dutch government. You will hear more about this later on. And then I'm also responsible for a few entities. The first one is the Corporate Relation Committees. Second one is Grants Committee, but I think I will have to, yeah, there's one more there. Financial Controller, the relation with the Financial Controller, but also the Financial and Legal Committee with Lucia. I'm also responsible for the Career Development Department. That includes 4 entities, and then I'm also responsible for the hottest region in the network, which is Medi region. And yeah, I think that's it about me.
Surprise, surprise. Okay, so yeah, me again. I'm 20, I'm Robert. Most people just call me Rob. Call me whatever. I'm 23 years old and I'm a member of LG Berlin and for now still LG Milan. Yes, oh, somebody added IG Berlin in there, that's actually correct. Since 2 months. I'm the former Europe TD leader. So yeah, if you noticed right, like I'm some Mitja's predecessor, so I actually recruited my own president. Do that. Anyway, yeah, okay, so I got my laptop stolen before CM Seville. I can announce I did not get my laptop stolen 1 week before this council meeting. So that also means that I have no more excuses for not giving up presentations in time. Sorry, Lucia. Anyway, I'm responsible for here, the 3 things that are written on here. So maintain the public image, all of our external contacts, so you will have some NGO presentations and ambassadors tomorrow. You'll see more about that. Of course, in the public image, you also have everything relating to the social media, the PRC I was talking about before. And of course, podcast, magazine, etc. And in general, the Esteem framework. That was the reason why I just talked about all that things before. Apart from that, I'm also the board responsible of the Alpine region. Yeah, my little baby IDD, the culture. A part of IDD! Thank you very much, Alexa. Yes, PRC, ambassadors, as I mentioned, and the podcast and magazine. Go to podcast on Spotify, look at the magazine tomorrow at the Esteem Fair. That was enough shameless promotion from me. Thank you very much. Why do I need to click? It doesn't. Okay, it's not updated, but it's okay. Just, you know yourself.
Yeah, I think I know myself, yeah. Sometimes, when I remember. Okay. So, I'm Fran. I'm the current Vice President of Education. Here is 25. Yes, I'm 25 years old. No, I'm 26. I'm studying an online master. Yeah, you can also study when you are in the board, no worries. We have time, well, sometimes, but it's online, so I don't have to go to the uni. I can be somewhere studying. LG Cartagena president. I'm there again after 3 years, again another year. And I was the members committee leader last year. My responsibility as VP of Education is the professional development of all the students, all the Steamers. That means in charge of all the academic side, all the LXX, vision, I'll explain more later. Also, all the IAM field, collaborating to do more research and collaborating with universities, managing professional institutional organizations. That means collaboration with professors, with another NGOs, with academia and industry. And I'm responsible of the PDC, who is the committee who helps me a lot in everything. Also the department, the ADD department, vision, LXX, data visualization, and circular economy. And I'm the luckiest one in the board because I have 2 regions, the Balkan region and the potato region. That means that I can go to both regions, to both regional events. So very, very good experience last month. So yeah. And the last one, Hannes.
Yes, that's not correct. Hey, that's me. Hi, I'm Hannes. I'm the Vice President of Activities. I'm the oldest in the board, but I soon will finish my studies in a few years, so no worries there. I'm studying still my bachelor's, that's actually correct, but I'm close. I traveled less in my board year than before, so I think that's also a healthy thing to do. And before that I was LR of Darmstadt, where I'm from, and CDD department coordinator. And as Vice President of Activities, as the name says, I'm responsible for all the fun things in Esteem, all the activities. That means managing and coordinating the event portfolio, so everything you see on the portal. Also, after the events, we want to have the best events possible, so we do some analysis and help people make better events in the future, and using this knowledge to develop them. And I'm also responsible for a few entities. I am pretty sure I am.
Yeah, checked.
I am responsible. So there's first PDD, so the Professional Development Department, one of the personal, don't worry. Personal Development Department, definitely one of the departments. AC, which is amazing. They do my dashboards, which I will present you later today. Then we have EQC that help with the main task up there with the development of the Esteem events. And finally, the last and obviously best region, the Nordic region. Yeah, I think I'm gonna give it back.
Yes, this is us.
In the meanwhile, can we avoid side chats? It's like there are small groups there and there having their own discussion. Let's just shut up until the presentation is over and let's enjoy it.
So, we would also like to tell you a bit about our journey this year. So what was the timeline? How did our year look like? What events and moments got us to where we are now? So I will present to you the handover and onboarding part. So we were elected at the 68th council meeting in Aveiro. And you can see this is the first unofficial photo we took together. This was at the gala dinner, so this is us a bit more, 13 months ago. Yes, I know, crazy. Then we had the handover board meeting, which, as Milutin mentioned, was in his hometown in the south of Serbia. And it was a lovely event with us and our dear predecessors from the 34th board. And that followed immediately with board meeting 1, which we had in local group Niš. Thank you, Niš. It was very, very nice, so thank you once more for this. And I pass it on to...
to me. So after that, it was time for leaders to meet our leaders, onboard them a bit. So we had the leaders onboarding event online, where we had the chance to train them, but also, give them all the necessary knowledge to be a good leader. Directly followed by this, we had one of the strategic events, which is called Leaders Forum, where all the leaders gather and discuss matters with the board that are important, or we're trying to tackle issues, and so on. And then, directly followed by Leaders Forum, we stayed in Poland, and we went to Gdańsk for board meeting 2, where we started preparing the council meeting and some important matters, such as the budget, topical strategies, and so on. So as you can see, we were walking a lot.
Yes, definitely, and we didn't stop. Yes, it's coming. It's working, it's working. So, yes, we didn't stop working, but we also didn't stop having fun. For example, at a leaders gathering right before our wonderful council meeting in Seville. Yeah, okay. And a leaders gathering in the wonderful city of Cartagena. Cartagena. Yeah, almost as cool as the one we had the last days. Anyway, I'm a bit biased on that. Yes, after council meeting, we had, after a short time to actually get some sleep finally, we met again in our new local group of Baku, and had a wonderful board meeting there. So that was, you see us here with the local group, and also a very, very nice time and discussions. Sparking our next ideas being... Yes, it's coming. Here you go.
Yes. So after December, well, maybe I took a break, like January, to study a bit, but we wanted to continue doing more things, so we have a lot of coordination meetings with our entities, the NERDCom, like the IDDCom, PRCom, like we had a lot of them. Some of them online, some of them a hybrid, and we worked for that. In March, we went to Istanbul Yildiz for the college, an amazing event with the leaders and very active people. Thank you very much for the event. But we continued in Istanbul. We organized 2 more events in Istanbul. And then we have also 2 more events in March, April in Berlin. But I went to Berlin before, so I spent more days in Berlin. I enjoyed it a lot. We had the board meeting 4, hosted by Rob. Rob organized a very good board meeting there. And we had also an advisory board meeting with our predecessor from 10, 15, 20 years. Oh, one of them was born when I was born, so 26 years ago. So we learned a lot, all different perspectives of Esteem some very long time ago. And now the leaders gathering that we have in San Nicolo, Capo Vaticano, amazing views, also organized the accommodation by Rob. And we worked a lot, with years, but So now...
Yeah, as you see, we are all here at the council meeting here in Calabria, but that is not the end of our journey going on. Obviously, we are the 35th board. That means there's a 35th anniversary coming up. So Paderborn wants you all to apply. It will be a good event, I hear. After that, there is also some handover part. We will hopefully elect a new board during this council meeting. We will have a last board meeting to prepare the handover, finish up all our tasks we are working on, and then meeting up with the new board in a handover board meeting in a location that has yet to be decided. And then, after that, hopefully our mandate is over and a new board will take over. Thank you.
Thank you, 35th. Now we have 5 minutes for question for both this presentation and the previous one about the Esteem framework. So if there are any questions, please stand up. There is a question here.
Paul Katsiopis, LG Aachen. We keep saying we are 10,000 actives, and I was just wondering where this number actually comes from.
Yes, so of course it depends who you're talking about, how many people exactly. 10,000 actives refers to the people active on the local level. So if we kind of estimate from each group a certain amount of people, we get to about that number. Of course, it is an estimation. However, if you want more concrete numbers that we can more closely follow upon, we have over 3,000 travels a year. That is a concrete amount we have on our portal. And
yeah, and especially the LRs among you might know that we do an annual survey among our local groups, and there we also ask the local groups how many members they have, and those 10,000 is roughly all of those numbers together, and that's how we get to this number.
Any other questions about either the Esteem framework or the Esteem board? Any questions? Seems the board have been very, very clear. As there are no more questions, I thank the board for the presentation and I ask them back on the table. That being said, I close agenda point number 10, Esteem framework, and agenda point number 11, Esteem board. And I open agenda point number 12, safety at the council meeting. And I call Hannes to the stage.
Okay, hopefully this time I can manage to switch the slides. I don't have any help. As you all heard about in previous presentations, we are very focusing on having a safe environment in Esteem. That means we want everyone to feel welcome and appreciate the time they have here at this event, and of course all events in general. But especially at the council meeting with so many people here, it is a bigger challenge than at some smaller events, and that's why we have this presentation to give you some information what you should consider, and also the HCPs that were already mentioned that you will get to know at the end of this presentation as well. So, let us start. Why would we talk about safety? I already said there's a lot of people here, but those people are also from different cultures. And different cultures have different perspectives, and that can create issues that we want to address. Also, we want everyone to participate. And you might not be willing to participate if you don't feel safe. So yeah, kind of makes sense. And of course, we party a lot, and there could also be some issues with the consumption of alcohol or social pressure there that we want to address. So, what is a safe environment? As it says here, it is an environment where everyone feels respected, included, and free from any form of harassment or discrimination. And it involves everyone here. You all are part of this entire organization, of this event, and everyone's action matter here. So, what are we doing? We're raising awareness on this topic. That's this presentation here, every time we talk about it, and every single time it gets addressed. We had it in the booklet, some information there. The RCs were mentioning it. We have the HCPs that are getting informed. You are getting informed about them every evening. Also, Esteem has a code of conduct since around a year that also governs your behaviors. That is valid at every event, and every local group has agreed to that and is also binding. You can find more information about it, I think, in the QR code that comes soon. And also, we have a topical strategy to even further improve it if it gets accepted. Yeah, the code of conduct, if you want to look at it, I'm sure you're all aware of it, but you can also scan the QR code if you're unsure. But the most important parts there is we want to create standards for respective behavior and make sure that every event is a positive experience for everyone. And that includes, we have some guidelines on how you should behave in there, and also consequences, what happens if you don't follow our code of conduct. Yeah, Esteem spirit is just a very important feeling that you have in Esteem. It's just all the people you meet and the experience you have, and that's something we all appreciate and want to work towards. And now, coming to safety, I already mentioned there are some criteria you should keep in mind, and some behaviors you might want to adjust to create a safe environment. The areas we're talking about is peer pressure, cultural awareness, and also your personal responsibility, and each one of those contributes towards a safe environment. So Peer pressure is an influence exerted by a group to encourage certain behaviors or certain conformity to some values. And everyone should remember that, for example, not everyone drinks, and the punishments are supposed to be fun. That means keep that always in mind. If something happens, respect the others that are here and their private information and their private decisions they make. Cultural awareness means people have different cultural backgrounds, different behavioral thought structures, I think is the word, but values, beliefs, practices, and those should be considered. So respect other people's boundaries, be perceptive of their diversity among people, and finally, personal responsibility means at the end everyone has to look out for the others, but also for themselves. That means drink responsibly, especially during international drink water. Being intoxicated does not excuse any behavior, so keep that in mind. It is not an excuse. Alcohol is not the only thing available. There's also food at international night, but also other parties. And generally be aware of your surroundings, about yourself, but also the others. Consent is important. Everything at parties, you might meet someone, and it is important that everyone consents to everything that happens. That means consent is the permission or an agreement for something to happen. Both parties have to agree, and it can't be given under influence of certain substances, so keep that in mind. If it's not a yes, it's a no, and that's what you should follow. I will go a bit further. I'm having a bit less time, but harassment can be a lot of things. You have more information in the code of conduct about that. Keep it in mind, don't do it. Let's take care of all of us. I have also some information about the safety contact persons. They are trained individuals. You can approach them. They will help you at events. They are sober. They can help out, but they are not organizers. They are not the police, and they are also not like trained medical, So they will get you help if you need it. And you can approach them anytime, and they will treat your cases anonymous. You can also, at every day there's 2 to 3 HCPs. You can approach them anytime on duty. They wear, like Justine, one of those yellow bandage thingies. And we have an announcement where their numbers are in. They will change at the end of GA, so in the evening there will be new ones. You find them in the CM booklet, some introductions. They will also come at the end on stage quickly in the break. And until 1 a.m. they are available, but after that they can also rest. In the morning you can still approach them. If they are longer, you can also approach them, but we hope that you keep that in mind. And if there's any violations happening, you don't have to approach the HCPs. You can use this form. It's also in the booklet, where anonymously every violation can be sent to the board, and we will take care of every violation. And now we do that in the break. That would be just who the people are, but they will come up later. That is the presentation. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Hannes. Now, there wouldn't be allocated time for question, but do you remember the part about I don't care? Let's use it. So if anyone has any confusion, needs some clarification about what are the SCPs, who are they, how it works, or any of the sort, please stand up. We have a couple of minutes for questions.
And in that time, maybe the HCPs can also come to the front.
Let's give it a second. I'll take it. I just want to see if there are serious questions before that.
Maybe also quickly the HCPs can come to the front.
Yeah, if you can, that would be great. Let people see you if the bracelet isn't enough. Yes.
Just go here. And as a reminder, you find their introduction is the CM booklet with nice pictures and who they are. Those lovely people.
Thank you. No questions then? No question 3? No question 2? Oh, can you stand up when you have to ask a question? Yes.
Hello everyone, Tiana Milovic, LG Novi Sad. Do you think that one SCP per day is enough if there is already like 10-ish of them?
No, there's multiple per day.
But I see only one bandage.
Yes, Duro probably took it off because she wanted to look fancy for the presentation.
Oh, okay.
But there's 2 to 3 depending on the day.
All right, thank you. Did you have something to add? Yes, can we pass the microphone to the gentleman in the center here on the left? No, the microphone to the gentleman here on the left. I love your voice so much, I want it amplified.
Thank you so much, Giuseppe.
You're welcome.
Rodrigo Bastos, LG Porto and Milano. Hannes, I was wondering if you have any pro tips from experience about managing alcohol consumption.
I'm sure you all know your limits and should keep them in mind, but I can speak from experience that it helps if you first eat something and also drink water while consuming the alcohol.
Okay, that was an interesting one. I think you gave up your rights of bullshit for now. So with that, I thank you all of the people on the stage. Please a round of applause for our lovely SCP. Thank you very much. And with that, I close agenda point number 12, safety at the council meeting. And I'll do a time jump and open agenda point number 24, miscellaneous. And we have some announcements from the organizers for the canteen distribution and how it works. So we have Manu here on the stage.
Hello everyone again. Yeah, just quick clarification about the canteens. So you're gonna be split in 2 canteens just to have like more like faster lines during the lunch. So we just sent a message on the WhatsApp group, but just to be as more clear as possible, you will be split in 2 groups. First one is to the like the closer canteen, which is economy canteen. The ones that are going there is going to be all the delegates, the boards, and all the people that are actually working during the GA, like secretaries, chairperson, the live stream responsible. All the other ones, so all the other extra places and Crusher who bought this package are going to the central canteen, which is also very clear, very near, and you will be lead to both of the canteens by LG members, so don't worry. But in any case, we sent in the WhatsApp group the locations of both canteens. So if you didn't check it. And yeah, and that's all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Manu. Are there other announcements? Checking if there are other announcements. No? Okay. Manu, can you tell us since when the canteen is open?
The canteen is open also right now, and is open until 2:30. But of course, we have to be back in this room at 2 p.m. So be fast.
All right. So you heard the man. We have no more announcements, and the points before lunch are done. So now it's lunchtime, and you can follow the organizers to the various canteen you'll be divided in. Just 1 second. Please sit down still. I'll need 10 seconds of your attention more. Okay. So remember, we have to be seated at the place here at 2 p.m. No later, no, if you want to come earlier, it's fine. No later, all right? Enjoy the lunch. See you later. Oh, technical. Can we leave the stuff in this room? Yes, we have an okay from the organizers. Thanks.